financial advisors, they don't know what's out there. I mean, some of them have an idea or they hear of a story or what their buddy did. That could have been a year ago, 3 years ago, 5 years ago, and things could have completely changed. I would never walk into an advisor's office and act like I'm an advisor. I mean, there's so many different things to know, the nuances, right? And so doing what I do, things change almost on a daily basis, right? Every month, every quarter, doing a lot of due diligence, talking to other business owners that do what I do. And we get together, we spend time sharpening, iron sharpens iron, right? That's how, I don't want to have 12 people that do what I do and have this kind of group think. So I network with other people that do what I do so we can stay on top of the industry, what's happening, what are the deals, what are the platforms, what are the nuances, what's happening. So advisors don't understand the marketplace. And to your point, if they do, it's this half-baked idea that maybe it's right, maybe it's wrong, but you don't know the entire story. So you need someone on the same side of the table as you that does this day in and day out on weekends and at nights. And I was speaking with an advisor recently and created a spreadsheet, an Excel spreadsheet, and told them that I had worked on this over the weekend. And I said, "Oh, it was actually a lot of fun. I learned a lot." And he goes, "Well, that's not my idea of fun, but that's what I do. Right? I'm not going to sit there and do a financial plan on a weekend, but when it comes to helping advisors, like I absolutely love this." So it's not just the 40 plus hour work week. It's the podcast, it's compliance, it's understanding repapering, what's happening, what are the valuations, what are the blind spots that advisors don't see. I mean, if you don't geek out about this stuff, you should not be working with that person. So the reality is financial advisors don't know what's out there. They don't understand the marketplace. So I give kudos to the ones that have an idea and that are kind of aware versus burying your head in the sand and just thinking you've got the best access and tools and resources and platforms. So I appreciate advisors wanting to be in the know. However, there's a lot more to it than that, right? The reality is it's like if I can maybe talk about the market, but I'm not going to be able to come in and run your portfolios for you, right? I can maybe talk about financial planning, but I'm not going to be the one delivering the plan. So when it comes to what I do, I mean, it is a full-time job and then some. Every month, every quarter, there's new ideas, new platforms, new changes that I've got to keep up to date with. And so I work with other peers that do what I do, other independent business owners that also recruit and do M&A work so that we can stay on top of these things. So if you're not doing it full time, it's impossible to keep up with all the changes. And you may have a friend or an acquaintance that sold their business or they made a move to a certain firm a year or 2 years ago, but things could have completely changed. Pricing could be different. Transition assistance could be different. They could have sold. The ownership structure could be different. Goals could be different. So it's not to be offensive. I mean, I love advisors. I love working with them, try to be compassionate. But the reality is you don't understand what's out there because it's continually changing and moving and evolving. And so you need someone that's going to be there with you at the same side of the table, holding your hand, that doesn't just do this 40 plus hours a week, but I'm doing spreadsheets on weekends. I'm listening to compliance podcasts, understanding the different tech platforms, understanding the different, OSJs and RIAs and broker dealers. It is a non-stop job, which is one of the things I love about our business is it's always changing and growing. And I pride myself on staying top of that, on top of that as much as possible.